Hello guys, so yeah, I haven't made any videos about TV shows or movies, but I just recently watched season 4 of Black Mirror and I feel like I have to talk about it. I'll rank every episode from worst to best and I'll end this video by summing up the season overall. And yeah, there will be heavy spoilers, so if you haven't watched the show yet, I'll just rank the episodes in the description and give them a quick summary. Alright, let's move on. Metalhead was my least favorite episode of this season. It's obvious that they tried to recreate the style similar to a horror movie from the 60s. The monster is actually a scary small robot the size of a dog. This episode does have some good moments of tension, but that's about it. The characters and the world are left unexplained for the most part, reducing my interest in them and the story. At the start I felt like this episode might do a 180 and become some kind of future video entertainment project, but I was left disappointed. As far as ending reveals go for Black Mirror, this one was very weak and uninteresting. Archangel follows a mother that after a close call inserts a tracking chip into her daughter. She gets it mostly from knowing where the kid is at all times through using its GPS feature, but it isn't long until she enables the other features of the chip, like a view feed from what she sees, her vitamin levels, and a possibility to censor anything she sees that can be deemed stress-inducing. There is no doubt that this had to go wrong somewhere along the way, and it does after the girl has all grown up. This episode did offer an interesting concept, but I feel like they didn't do enough with the premise or technology. Most of what happened I could predict from pretty early on, and there really wasn't any big surprises in the episode. It does have some good acting and good moments, but overall one of the weaker episodes of the show. Black Museum. A generally interesting and weird episode that really flips Black Mirror on its head by kind of mocking Black Mirror itself. This one takes place in a desolated museum in the desert. The museum is full of black items, or whatever they call them, which is pretty much crazy technology in the Black Mirror universe. This episode is similar to White Christmas in that it tells multiple stories in one episode. The stories are entertaining, but I also feel like ideas that were considered for full episode, but didn't quite fit the Black Mirror mold. At least that's what I think. The stories are entertaining, but they never come close to the same level as the White Christmas short stories. The ending is a bit of a surprise, but nothing huge. All of the short stories have some kind of payoff with the main story, but when it happens, it's kind of a meh experience. Overall, it's a good episode, but I feel like it could have been better with some more interesting concepts in the short stories. USS Callister. I was pretty excited for this season of Black Mirror. They had some great talent on board, and coming out of season 3, I was excited to see what they had next. USS Callister is the first episode of the season, so it kind of gave me an impression of what the rest of the season was gonna be like. And yeah, I enjoyed the episode, but I also felt like we'll never get something like season 1 or 2 ever again. The episode offers an interesting concept as it introduces a sort of simulated video game in which we have our main character playing in a Star Trek-ish universe being the pilot of a ship. He seems to be an alright guy in real life, being a programmer on this very game in a huge gaming company. He's your typical nerdy type that's kind of awkward and gets bullied in the office. I was really ready to cheer for this guy, but as the episode enters the 15-minute mark, it is revealed that he becomes the villain of his simulated video game. I thought this twist was pretty cool. We changed to a different character and follow her journey inside the video game. It is only a shame that I feel like we didn't get to know her character better before shifting to her perspective. I feel like this is one of the more comedy Black Mirror episodes, poking great fun at Star Trek and the ridiculousness of its plot and acting.
Over there! A naked lady! Really?
Some of the humor comes off as a bit forced or out of character, and there is some imbalance about how serious the plot of the episode is and how funny it is. But overall, a pretty good episode. Nothing amazing, but indeed entertaining. Crocodile. A woman tries to cover up a murder she did years ago by killing anyone that knows about her involvement. This one was really dark, but that's what made it great. She starts off innocent enough, but it gets colder and colder through the episode as she kills person after person to cover up her crimes and maintain the perfect life that she has been working so hard for. I sort of sympathized with her for the first 3 minutes, and then she did more and more horrible stuff, but it was entertaining to watch how far she would eventually go and how evil she became at the end. The moment when she kind of hugs her accomplice to death was kind of weak, as was the way the police found her, but overall a really unnerving and thrilling episode. Great job by the lead actress, and the camera work in this one is beautiful. The last minute of the episode where she watches her kid perform and the police were on their way was simply astonishing. Hang the DJ.
2, 1, go.
My favorite episode of the season. This one really reminded me of San Junipero, even though the episodes aren't really that similar. A love story in a world where everyone's purpose is to find a partner. Two characters quickly fall in love, and we follow their journey in this world, and by the end, their fight against it. To me, this episode has the most relatable and charismatic characters by far, which is also why I care so much about it. A romantic episode with a nice amount of comedy makes for the best episode of the season.
Oh, huh. You okay? No, you're not being serious. Oh my god.
The plot twist at the end is also the best twist of the season, and that's a pretty great compliment. Acting is great, writing is great, and the cinematography is great, making it my favorite episode of the season and probably one of my favorite episodes of Black Mirror.
Well then.
So... This whole season follows the direction that season 3 went in, with its ups and downs. For me, season 4 is the weakest season of the show. Of 6 episodes, there was only 2 I considered to be on par with the 2 first seasons of Black Mirror. An interesting choice they made this season is that every episode has a female as the main character, and to be honest, I didn't even think about it until episode 5. I enjoyed watching it for the most part. Black Mirror has always been something way above regular TV shows for me. Something that challenged and entertained with its dark twisted take on technology and the humans who use it. With this season, the show is no longer above, but more of a pretty great TV show. I still enjoyed it and recommend it, but I think most hardcore Black Mirror fans will be a bit disappointed. I'll give this season a strong 7 out of 10. So yeah, that's it then. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this type of content, and yeah, let me know what you think about the season if you've seen it. Also, thanks to Eastman Gaming for subscribing over the last month. I haven't posted in a while, but I will be posting from now on. Thank you and goodbye.